everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Lex, and today we are doing a quick follow-up video for my stream setup / upgrade. As you saw from my previous video, the camera that I bought for my stream setup hasn't worked out as intended. Don't get me wrong, it's a great camera, it works really well, but to use it for streaming, I still have a bit of upgrading to do, starting with my capture card. I ended up going with the AVerMedia Live Gamer Duo. The reason that I chose this capture card in particular is that it has two inputs so that I'm hopefully able to use both my camera and my Switch with the capture card. My current capture card has been a very good low budget option, but it does kind of just sit behind my computer and it's just a mess, so I think that this will be a cleaner, better option for me. Unfortunately, to replace my capture card, I also had to replace my Wi-Fi card in my computer, which brings us to the next problem, which is that I have to have Wi-Fi in my computer. I love my apartment and I love living here, but one of the biggest problems I've had is that I can't run physical Ethernet to my computer, so I've had to use Wi-Fi on all my devices. When I built this computer over 3 years ago, I really wanted it to fit within my budget and check some space requirements as well, so having Wi-Fi wasn't really a priority then. Now if I want to keep using my current case, I have to stick with MATX boards, and I only have one PCIe slot to spare after my chunky graphics card. So with all of that in mind, and considering that I am transitioning into more creative work, I decided to take the plunge and upgrade the CPU and the motherboard on my PC. Hopefully the upgrade will be able to handle my streams and the processing of some of these videos. Two things I want to tackle today are cable management and clearing up some dust from my PC, so let's go ahead and get started. So now it's time for a little voiceover. As you can see, here's what my PC looked like before the upgrades. Right now I'm preparing it to be cleaned, so I'm removing a bunch of stuff. My PC has a bit of a Kirby infestation, so I'm clearing that up now. Now I'm just unplugging all of the little wires attached to my PC, which feels even more tedious than the Kirby extermination. Maybe one day I'll actually replace the $6 Amazon mouse that I've been using since I got my PC in 2020 to something Bluetooth rather than wired, but honestly, who knows? Here I am unscrewing my graphics card. My boyfriend usually does a lot of the work when it comes to upgrades and technical stuff, so I'm just trying to contribute the best I can here. There we go. You guys, look at how gross my fans look. I've never really seen them this dirty before, but it has been a while since my last cleaning. As you can tell by my face, I am disgusted, but now it's time to get rid of the dust. So now my boyfriend is kindly blowing off all of the dust from my case and my fans. Shout out to him for helping me so much, but we're done. Hi, Lex from the future here. Today is Tuesday. I ended up streaming yesterday and everything worked fine. We had a lot of clearance problems with the motherboards that we chose, and we actually ended up ordering 3 different ones until we found one that fit. The problem that we kept running into is that my graphics card is a little too chunky, so it was covering the slots where my capture card needed to go. And in the case of one of the other boards, the slot was just too small for it. But in the end, we actually did manage to finish putting the PC together right before my stream. We ran into a couple more problems like the Wi-Fi not working, but we somehow managed to sort that all out and my stream went very well. The camera looks amazing, even better than I had hoped for. I'll include a clip so you guys can see how the stream looked. But yeah, I am super happy with it. It's funny because when I first made that name, I had no intention of like being an internet personality or whatever. Like, I never intended to use that as like a brand or like a social media existence. Like, I made it as like, I first made it on Twitter and I used it as like a spam account, like just a normal Twitter account where I just like shitposted or whatever. And that's all. The reason I made Full-Time Crybaby is because it's so dumb now, but like at the time, like I didn't have a job. It was before I had my first job. And like, I can't remember. I think I wasn't in school yet. Maybe I was. But I was just like, I cry all the time. I guess I'm just full-time crybaby because I wasn't like I didn't have a job, so I didn't have a full-time job, or, you know, I wasn't a full-time student, so I was like, full-time crybaby. It was like ironic and funny. And then I just like started using my account for like actual social things rather than just to tweet random stuff. And then that's it. That's how Full-Time Crybaby came to be. Like, it was never meant to be for others. It was just like me making fun of myself, basically, that's the origin. But I have something to show you. Since we had basically no time to clean up before my stream, here is what my setup looked like while I was streaming. So as you can see, it's very chaotic, very ugly, very unfinished. I mean, I didn't even put the door back on my case. So now all that's left to do is tidy up and show you guys the final result. So that's the end results of my PC upgrade. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. There were a few difficulties, but I'm so happy with how everything turned out, and I'm so glad that we could find a solution to all the issues. My favorite part is probably the LCD display with the Kirby GIF. It's so cute. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll see you next time.